is politically erect. When I found out that corporations are allowed to track you and then sell your information to other people, I'm politically erect. Your data is being mined, if not by the app you're using itself, then possibly by the parent company or subsidiary of that application. The Wall Street Journal investigated, among other things, the extent to which website owners use technology to gather information about their users for advertising purposes. And they found that the top 50 websites, Dictionary.com, Career Builder, Photo Bucket, Facebook, Google, YouTube, were on average installing 64 pieces of tracking tech onto the computers of visitors, usually with no warning. And on top of that, they can scan in real time what you're doing and then assess instantly the location you're doing it at, your income, your shopping interests, and even medical conditions. And of course, more sinisterly, the color of your skin, the likelihood you are to be carrying a gun, the inability of you to maintain a super high 800 credit score like the rest of us, darling. The iPhone and Android apps disclose an individual's username and password, contacts, age, gender, location, unique phone ID, and phone number to advertising companies, likely without the individual's knowledge or consent. So says the Michigan Bar Journal in July 2011 in an article about internet privacy. Facebook in 2008 violated consumers' privacy rights by failing to provide notice of one of their apps called Beacons, data sharing activities, and then, of course, failing to obtain informed consent before then selling that information all across the world. Facebook settled. In 2010, Google went through it. They invaded privacy consumer rights because they automatically enrolled their Gmail users like me in Google Buzz without their knowledge or consent. Then the contacts with whom they emailed or chatted most frequently were embedded in the user's Google Buzz profile that no one knew existed, including me. Google Buzz then automatically retrieved and sent pictures, videos, text, and other data that users posted to websites such as Picasa and YouTube to the email accounts of the user's frequent contacts. So I'm sending my dick to my girlfriend and someone else is getting it, like my mom. Google settled. So what's the problem with data mining? It's electronic discrimination. It puts Hiller's Markets in West Bloomfield, not Detroit, where there's no fresh produce. It's systematic and strategic to limit your choices, the opposite of the wide open intent of the internet. And there's a very lucrative market now emerging that brokers in this E-formation, and you're the revenue, so where's your cut? Are there any regulators left in Washington, or did right-wing corporate America Republicans get scared away? Why is this happening to us? Well, here to save the day is my previous employer, the Department of Commerce, as I'm a previous Fed. The green paper they wrote recently establishes enforceable codes of conduct to be designed by industry and encouraged through increased FTC enforcement and legislation, as well as collaboration among private stakeholders, and those would be the business owners and the fat cats. They also recommend the creation of a private policy office in the Department of Commerce, which would have the effect of convening multi-stakeholder discussions of commercial data privacy implementation models, best practices, and codes of conduct in privacy information collection and sharing. Very similar to recommendations I made in my medical marijuana position paper as the liaison for the office. And then finally, the Department of Commerce recommends the federal government create a comprehensive commercial data security breach framework for electronic records that includes notification provisions, similar to a network or a watchdog group. And that group is the nation's chief privacy, policy, and enforcement agency, the Federal Trade Commission, or FTC. They set forth a framework that applies to online and offline commercial entities with 3 simple questions. Do you like privacy? Yes or no? Can we track you or not track you? And can we sell you out or not? My advice is protect your own self. No matter what system you use to find flash cookies, find this file in your computer. Pound shared objects, also known as hashtag shared objects, and delete them. So where's the earth-shattering kaboom? Well, the earth-shattering kaboom is that corporations will not self-regulate. It's proven in every industry, including medical marijuana. And I would advise anyone in that business to watch the apps you use and read the privacy policies before you go clicking away, because you don't know who is buying the information or buying your location at any one time. Everybody's going to need regulation. Let's face it, it took 2 federal agencies to finally guide Google and Facebook. What do you think the chances are for me and you as individuals? I don't know. Let's just keep it to ourselves. You know, real private-like. My name is Mike Grant. This is Politically Erect. Copyright MMXI for Artichoke Down. Bye-bye.